So, hello everyone, and this I'll be um, presenting on MGA4 Sociology Perspective and Paradigm. So, my group member and I, it's myself and Pleven Tamay. And to start off, um, what is sociological perspective? So, sociological perspective is basically more like is a way of looking at society and humans' behavior that focuses on the influence of social forces, institution and groups interaction, meaning that it's everything at once, not consisting of only one family or a community or a village or town. It's everything. Why is it important? So it is very important for us and for everyone to understand the connection between individuals' behavior and larger society.
Alright, now we go with description of each paradigm. There are three paradigms, which is structural functionalism, social conflict, and symbolic interactionism. Structural functionalism is a social life is a system of independent parts that work together to maintain stability and cohesion. Social life is shaped by competition, inequality, where dominant groups exploit others to maintain power, and symbolic interactionism. A social life is constructed through everyday interaction and the meaning people assign symbols and behaviors, which now means structural functionalism. Structural functionalism is a view social life as a stable system where all parts, for example, institutions like family, school, government, etc., they all work together to maintain order and cohesion, much like organisms in a body, basically. So now we go to social conflict. So social conflict views social life as an arena inequality and competition where dominant groups use their power to exploit and oppress subordinate groups, driving continuous social change, which also we can use an example which is government. And the last one, interactionism, is view social life as an ongoing face-to-face interaction where people create and constantly negotiate shared meanings and symbols like words or gestures, which formally they use in their social reality and social life in general.
So, who are the founders for structural functionalism? It's Pedro Romero, Herbert Spencer, Emile Durkheim, and Robert Merton. So, these four persons are the main founders, where Pedro Romero was the first one that came out with the structure functionalism that he said that it's a complex like a body or the whole type of scenario, like for example of us humans. It's we have every part in our body, like our heads, our nose, tongue, and every part of our body has a specific role, so it could maintain us alive and for us to live. So that is also what happens in the society. Social conflict theory founder is Karl Marx. So Karl Marx saw that it's more like exploitation with workers with little pay salary, because a part of him being a sociologist, he was also an economist. So he saw that there's this conflict that larger companies would like to have more profit and pay less to workers. So that's how the social conflict comes in, and there's low paying jobs, and many companies fight each other so they could have more income. So for symbolic interaction founders, it's George Herbert Mead and Charles Horton Cooley, that they were the founders of this, due to them saying that nowadays we all have like different types of symbols, Like for example, a wedding ring. A wedding ring is just like a round metal that goes around your finger, but in today's culture, we all know that it's a symbol for commitment to a marriage or to the love to one another. So, structural functionalism, the main idea. As I said previously, society works like a system or a living organisms where different parts such as family, education, religion, and economy each have functions that contribute to the stability in order to survive the society in a whole. So the principles is society is a system in interdependence of parts. So it's made of different parts like education, religion, government, economic, and the functions of structures. So the points are society is like a system made of parts, as I've said before. Each have a rules and norms. The concepts, there's complex systems and there's not. So for social conflict, it's inequality with power and resources and opportunities. Principles is based on equality. The points are society are unequal. Concept is society is organized around competition, inequality. As I said, the richer, it's basically the richer get rich and the poor, well, they struggle to survive. And symbolic interactionism, as I mentioned previously, it's more like um, with symbols, as I said, the example with the ring. So that's for everything like church or for household or etc.
Alright. So lastly, we move on the importance of the part of each paradigm that helps us in understanding society and human behavior. So we go with the first one is structural functionalism. So structural functionalism highlights how social institutions and norms maintain stability, which help us in understanding the roles each person slash people play in society and why it resists to changes that happen. So, secondly, social conflict. Social conflict reveals how inequalities and power dynamics shape behavior and social structures, offering insights, social tension, activism, and systemic change. Lastly, sorry, symbolic interactionism. So, symbolic interactionism focuses on the meaning individuals create through interactions, helping us grasp formation, communication, and the fluid nature of social reality slash social life in general. Thank you.
So that conclude our presentation.